This is what happens when you binge watch Marie Kondo till 2 in the morning. So now I've got every textile item I own in a pile on my bed. All of this has been emptied and ready for organization. And now I've got to find the items that spark my joy, which is not that hard. I picked up like my favorite pair of pajamas, and I thought, okay, I love this sweater, so now if I don't have that feeling, so the trick is to pick things that are really easy, that you don't want and the stuff that you want, and then hone in on that feeling of what joy really is, so you know exactly what to discard. So I started at 7 p.m. and clearly it's a lot later than that. And I just got halfway through. So here's what I'm learning so far from my Marie Kondo closet experience. I've so many things I had that I felt obligated to keep, The thing I spent money on that I only wore once, yeah, it makes me miserable, but it's designer. When am I going to buy something designer? So I might as well keep it in case I need to wear something designer, even though I've gone to lots of dress-up events in the last few years and never touched that outfit because it wrinkles, you know what I mean? So who cares if it's designer, if it wrinkles, or if it reminds me of someone who hurt me, or, there's like one jacket I have that I love, and I've only got to wear it once or twice, which hurts me because I wish I could wear it more. I spent money on it, but it ruined, like it has pulls or whatever on it, so it doesn't look very nice when I wear it because it's been worn, because it has that thing, so I don't ever wear it because of that. So why is it still in my closet? Because I spent money on it, or because somebody gave it to me, or because, whatever. So at first, I thought it would be hard to find that, like, what sparks my joy thing that Marie Kondo talks about. But I honed that really easy by first picking out the stuff I'm glad I got permission to get rid of, that I've been holding for guilt or because it belonged to someone who died or whatever, even though I really secretly didn't want it and never use it, and it's at the back of the cupboard, all the time. So that was easy to hone into that feeling and get rid of that stuff. And the stuff I love, my favorite pajamas, that sort of thing, easy. So I really honed in on that. The stuff I love putting on, I pulled that stuff out first, folded it and put it away, and really remembered like what that feeling was like, so that when I hit neutral items, I could kind of pare down a little easier, like, Daniela, you have 3 t-shirts that are black that you love, you know what I mean? Do you really need these 2 that you don't even like and you almost never wear, even though they look brand new? They don't fit the way the other ones do, so just get rid of them. So that was like something that I had to remind myself. Joy, it's not joyful. Yeah, you wear these all the time because you don't do your laundry, so then you run out of clothes and you put these on, but not because you like them and they're on regular rotation, because you like them. So, they're on regular rotation because you're lazy. So that went in the bag. I got rid of that. Towels, there was another big one, was towels. I had my mother's collection, my grandmother's collection of towels, my godmother's hand towels. I had 100,000, I'm exaggerating, but washcloths that belonged to everybody who ever lived in my family, And so those went, except for the ones that I use all the time. My towels, I had 30 towels, something like that. I only ever use the same 3 or 4 on rotation. So why am I keeping 30? When I could use that space for other things? So as I'm going through it, I'm seeing how ridiculously silly I've been, and how nice it is to be able to fit, not just my socks and my underwear in the same drawer, but my tank tops, bras, and everything else in one drawer now, because I have so much room, where before it was just socks and underwear. Now I'm fitting a million other things in there that I couldn't do before, and that's a nice feeling. My linen closet, random handkerchiefs or tablecloths that were stained and wrecked, but I still kept them, why? And then because I had them, the small little cubby I have for tablecloths was always stuffed full and everything's wrinkled. Now I've got my favorite ones in there and just them, because they're the only ones I ever use anyway, you know what I mean? So now that closet or that part of the cubby is clean. And the same with my wardrobe, I told you I pared down on all the t-shirts. I only kept the summer dresses I love, even if I only wore the thing once or whatever. If I didn't love it, I'm not keeping it. Because I figure the summer's almost over anyway. By next summer, I'm going to want new stuff. So what am I doing? What am I doing? And for the winter as well. The sweaters, there's a lot of sweaters that I wear a lot, but again, laundry, or because I don't have sweaters I love. So I wear these that, are old and pilly and whatever because I don't have sweaters I love. While fall's coming, I'll just buy me a couple of sweaters, You know what I mean? So I'm halfway through only, so we'll see how long it takes me. But so far, it's been quite the experience and I'm really glad. And now that I'm really getting honed in on that, what's joy and what isn't, and what is practical only because I'm lazy, I'm looking forward to applying that to everything else in the house. Here are two things that I never wear that I won't get rid of. This is my grandmother, Nona Ninina's scarf. She's been dead since I was in high school. But I have this. This came to me in a really trippy way because my aunt dreamt of this scarf before she found it. And in the dream, my grandmother wanted her to give it to me. This is what we used to call a traversa in Italian. And my grandmother wore this every single day around the house. This is what she wore in the kitchen. It's like a little vest thingy that you wear to protect your clothes and when you're cooking and stuff and cleaning. And she wore this every single day. I worship that woman. And so this I keep. So it's 11 p.m. and I just finished. So it took 4 hours to get that bed empty, but man, do I feel great. So everything's empty. I got rid of so much stuff. So much stuff. Unbelievable. When you open the closets and the drawers now, it's like mostly empty. You know what I mean? There's stuff. I have still a lot of stuff, but I got rid of 6 garbage bags in total. 6 full garbage bags. You figure each bag weighs about 20 to 25 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing how much I had to throw away, considering that if anybody knows me, I'm not a fashion queen at all. I'm a yoga pants and t-shirts person, right? So it was all crap. So much crap. And so much stuff that I didn't even like, that I was just hanging on because I was used to it or because whatever. Now, anytime you organize your drawers, it feels good, right? So then you can't help but going in and looking all the time because you can't believe it looks so clean and organized. But this is different. And the reason why this is different, it's not just about folding properly and getting, your cupboards looking nice. It's about the fact that you've discarded every single thing you own that you don't absolutely love, that doesn't spark that joy. Because how many times do we keep things just because they fit? You know what I mean? Or just because once in a while we wear them, but we don't love them. So when you look in your drawers or cupboards, even when they're organized, it's mediocre, like whatever. You don't have a reaction because 3/4 of it is stuff that you don't resonate with. Even if you don't hate it, it doesn't spark joy, right? So when you're looking in a closet full of stuff that doesn't spark joy, you don't spark joy. But when you open your closet and every single item is in there that you love, there's not one thing that reminds you of something bad. There's not one thing that's negative. There's not one thing that is or obligated. Like all that obligation is gone that I had to keep because somebody died or whatever. That liberation, I can't tell you. And so now when I open up and every single pair of underwear is my favorite pair of underwear. You know what I mean? Because I only kept the ones I really like that fit well. The same with my socks. I had so many pairs of socks I never wore because I didn't like the way they felt or they fit or whatever, all gone. So now the only stuff I have is stuff that's really cozy. Only my favorite pajamas, which means every pair of pajamas I own are pajamas I love. So all of that's the best part of this. It's not the being organized, although that's great, and lightening the load is great. All that stuff, wonderful. But what it really is only having things that I absolutely love, which means I love every single thing I own. So that's a really, really, I think of all of the things, that's the best part of this process. So it was hard. It was really hard, but my understanding from people that have done it is that the close is the hardest thing, which is probably why she makes you go through it first. So now that I've done that successfully in one night, I can't wait to tear the rest of this place apart. So that was my experience cleaning the Marie Kondo way, doing a closet purge in 6 bags. So the bags I'll be donating to small scale farms, and that will turn into food that stays in Niagara. Have a great day, everybody. If you'd like to host a community fundraiser for your favorite cause, email Tia at textilewasteaversion.com.